What's up, guys? It's been a bit since I recorded a video for the channel, but yeah, I figured it's about time to make another video. I am still working on answering some of the questions people asked me, but one thing when it comes to skill building or doing anything like this, for example, right now I just want to make this video. This is what I have the motivation for, so this is what I'm gonna do. And then when the motivation comes back and I'm ready to answer those questions, then I'm gonna do it. Now, obviously, it'd be a different scenario. People are like paying me money or something to do that, right? Because then I'm offering a service to them that like I need to do. But because this is just my hobby right now, yeah, I'm just gonna make a video on what I want to talk about. So today, what I want to talk about is how to get back into the swing of things when you've taken a break or when you've quit doing your skill for a while. Because the truth is, no matter what you do, no matter how good your strategies are, your motivation is still going to be going up and down the whole time you're learning a skill or going through any endeavor. And it just happened for me like the last 2 weeks. I've had friends visit me in Japan, so I've been with them the whole time. And yeah, I've been engaging in like a lot of highly dopaminergic activities for the past 2 weeks. So I just haven't had the motivation to keep pushing forward on this channel during that time. But you know, it's something that I like and something I don't want to give up. So you have to kind of slowly work your way back into making videos or whatever skill you're doing. You have to slowly work your way back into it when you've gotten on from a break. If you go from, again, not doing it all at all back to like this high level of output right off the bat, the chances are you're gonna burn out again and be back in the exact same position you were when you were taking a break. So it's important that you remember whenever you're doing a skill or whenever you're trying for any endeavor that it's built up of very small steps along the way, and you have to like kind of gracefully navigate each of those individual steps. You can't force something that's not actually working, right? So yeah, right now I just wanted to talk about this specific thing, so that's why I'm making this video. It's really that simple. So if you're learning a skill or you're doing anything and you think, like, today I really don't want to do this specific thing, like I don't have the motivation, but I do have the motivation to do this other thing within my skill, I think a lot of times, and you can't do this every single time, like you have to have some level of discipline, but it's good to follow your motivation, because when you're actually motivated and you're engaged deeply and you feel really activated doing whatever it is you're doing, you're going to learn more. So you're better off doing something that you're a little more motivated for versus something you're not motivated for at all. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. So whenever I've learned skills in the past, and I've learned a lot of different skills, I've always gone through ups and downs with those skills, and your progress isn't always entirely consistent. Sometimes you're going to have like a burst of energy where you make a ton of progress for 2 weeks, and then the next week you don't make as much progress, and then that kind of goes on and goes forward, like in that pattern. And yeah, that's okay. The main thing you want to avoid is just quitting entirely. So whatever you can do to avoid quitting entirely is really the key. Because when I look at, like, for example, people who get their black belt in jiu-jitsu, and actually I'm on a year-long break from jiu-jitsu because I had surgery, and it's one of the things on my list that I want to get back into. But again, I need to work back slowly into it. But when I look at people that like get their black belt, it's kind of just that they never quit. It's not that they were entirely consistent throughout their whole journey. Everyone is forced to take breaks at time. Everyone falls out of love with their skill at times and tries new things. Maybe they took a break and did CrossFit for a little while, or they got into archery or basketball. I don't know what it is, but eventually they find their way back into their skill and they keep moving forward. They keep moving forward and they don't quit. And that's the most important thing if you want to reach mastery in any skill. I just see this come up so many times in any skill I'm learning. So I think it's a really important concept to keep in mind, that it's okay sometimes to take a break. It's okay if your motivation dies down. You want to try something different. You want to try something new. But eventually you need to start building yourself back up into what your original objective was. You need to remember why you started doing your skill, okay? And again, the reason that like you start your skill is so important, because if you're just starting it for some vain reason, or you're just starting it because you want to make money and that's it, and I mean, if making money is your motivation, then that's totally fine. But your internal drive, your internal enjoyment of doing the skill is what's going to keep you pushing forward over time, over that long period of time. So you need to be careful about what skill you actually choose. Now, that doesn't mean you can't try new skills. Like, you should try new things, because another problem I see is that people are waiting for the exact perfect skill that for them, and they don't actually try anything new. So they never actually start to get down their path of learning, because sometimes you try something and you realize it's not for you and you move on to something else. And eventually that through that process, you kind of calibrate into what you really like, what you fundamentally enjoy, and you start to recognize that within yourself. And then you can start engaging in skills that are really connecting to you on a deep level. But sometimes you have to just take the first step. But you also don't want to be, all over the place all the time and never actually progressing in your skill. So it's important to go with the flow, okay? Keep trying new things, trying new strategies, but just understand that ups and downs are just part of the process of skill building. And like today, this is all I have the motivation for, is just to turn the camera on and record a short video. So that's what I'm doing. And some days are just like that, okay? And from here on out, like, again, I'm gonna get back into my regular schedule because my vacation is over and my friends are leaving Japan again. So life is gonna go back to normal, I guess, in some level, even though I'm gonna be really busy over the next few months because I have some things coming up in my life. But my vision for this YouTube channel is just to keep slowly, steadily progressing on it over the next few years. And yeah, I'm not overly concerned about like putting out a video every single day, or staying 100% on top of this channel. I'm really just laying the groundwork for maybe diving into this more in the future if it turns into something that I really want to pursue further, maybe even try to make money doing it. So I think having that kind of mindset going into your skills and kind of understanding your goals in them and understanding the ups and downs of the skill building process is going to really help you stay on your path and actually reach what you want to reach. So yeah, guys, as always, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you like these videos, check out some of my other long form videos. I think they can really help you out if you're trying to do anything new in your life or trying to learn a skill. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.